Oi Brasil, olha eu aqui de novo com mais uma entrevista maravilhosa pra vocês e dessa vez a entrevista é maravilhosa como ele. Noah Centineo esteve no Brasil na Comic Con Experience e eu conversei com ele sobre o seu novo projeto. O Noah está estrelando a sua primeira série como protagonista e ela se chama O Recruta. Dessa vez, ele faz um advogado que é um pouco espião e está trabalhando para a CIA e se envolve em diversas aventuras, onde ele tem que arriscar a sua própria vida. Ai, uma vida tão bonitinha dessa não podia ser arriscada, mas o Noah contou tudo pra gente sobre como é viver esse advogado quase espião. Dá uma olhada.
Welcome to the CIA. How long have you been here?
10 minutes, but you're a very busy man. I get it. You're running the whole operation. You mean how long I've been working here? About 2 days. What the hell is this?
Every letter is from someone threatening to expose classified information if we don't help them.
You're the lawyer. Figure it out.
So Noah, welcome to Brazil.
Thanks for having me.
It's your second time here?
Second time, yeah. And we met
Yes.
2 years ago. 2 years
Yes,
ago?
with Lana.
2020? With Lana,
2020, yes. So now you have your own show.
Yeah, yeah.
How is it? How do you feel about that?
It feels crazy. It's fantastic. Really stepping into something where, I don't know, you feel, you can you really call it yours, I suppose. And, to be involved and to learn and see behind the curtain, of the process that, goes into place to making a show, felt really, really, really exciting and fresh and new for me. And yeah, it was fantastic.
So this show is still super secret, super classified, because I was like Googling about it and I could find nothing. So I had to watch it. I only watched 3 episodes.
Okay.
So how would you describe the show?
Oh, that's a good question. Exhilarating, I suppose. I think, the show is about, really, in the truth, it's about a young man who really steps into the workforce for the first time. Mm-hmm. It's his first job ever. It just happens to be at the CIA as a lawyer. And it's about him balancing his home life with his roommates and his ex-girlfriend and this new life, this work life, which happens to be extremely dangerous and trepidatious in nature. And just trying to navigate that minefield, which is the CIA. Okay,
so how did you prepare for this part?
A
lot of working out?
No, not for this one. For this one, I think the biggest part was understanding the words that he was saying. It's like a good amount of it is legal jargon, and there's a lot of context, like legal context that informs, I suppose, the stakes in the environment in the world that Owen is dealing with. So just having a proper understanding of what was going on, I think was the hardest part in what I had to be prepared for. Didn't take a lot of action prep because my character's not a spy. Right?
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. And so he doesn't
He's almost a spy.
He has to act like a spy,
Yeah.
but he's not a spy. He's literally, and his whole thing is, I don't know, that's not my world. So it was fun because I didn't have to look like badass. It was more like a fish out of water situation.
He's a little goofy too.
He's a little goofy.
Yeah.
He's for sure a little goofy.
So you said that there's no preparation, but you still have a lot of action scenes. So it's all choreography?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of the action, I think, over the course of, my whole career is like acting. I've had the luxury of working with certain stunt coordinators and certain directors and people throughout it that have given me little bits of tips as I've gone along, especially working, on Black Adam. I saw Aldous training a lot, and I even jumped in on his training. So I thought that was pretty helppful for it. But most of the stunt stuff for the Recruit was really me just getting beat up. Which is, it takes, skill to sell a punch too, but we had an incredible stunt team. My stunt double, his name is Kenny, and he came with us to Vienna as well for that episode.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you actually went to all these places? Because it's like a world series, nah? You go off a lot of places.
We did. We went a lot of places, not to all of them, but we definitely went to Vienna. That was crazy.
And you had to learn German.
Yeah, a little bit. Not the whole language.
But you spoke really good on
Thank you.
on the scene.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just had a teacher who I worked with for a couple months, and then we showed up and we did it. So I was like, and what's funny is the woman who, because we were in Vienna, the woman who was in the airport spoke German as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we finished, I was like, "Do you know what I'm saying?" She was like, yeah, I understood every word. So I was like, okay, good.
So you got to travel the world doing this. What was the cities that you went?
Montreal, and then we went Austria, and then we went to LA. We went back to LA. We were in Santa Clarita shooting for a lot of the outdoor military stuff. And then there was CIA black sites, but we can't talk about where we went for those.
Oh, okay. Super classified. So you did a lot of movies. I would call them then teen movies with To All the Boys I Ever Loved. Do you actually miss it? How is like changing the scenario from all these movies?
Man, I feel very nostalgic and sentimental. We played a game yesterday where they were reading me lines that I had said, and I had to guess the movie. Mm-hmm. And it was fantastic. It was cool to go back there and remember like the days of the scenes when we were filming. So I suppose like a piece of me misses it because it was such an amazing experience and so fun. Mm-hmm. It was fun for me, you know. I wasn't doing a lot of work on To All the Boys. I feel like I just got to show up and got to be this person and then go home.
Yeah.
But we had so much fun on all three of those films.
So,
I miss it. Yeah.
Can I consider that is a new phase in your career?
I think so. Yeah, I think for now, you know, I think. You know, it's cool in Black Adam. You know, you see a young metahuman that's just kind of learning how to use his powers and what that means. So he's a bit quirky and goofy as well. And I think in the Recruit, there's a similarity to that. Without him, you know, I think they're both trying to get a footing for this world. So I think that's an interesting way to step into the action genre. Through kind of like a quirky way and not like a super direct way. I would like to continue in that direction, but then I also love doing romantic stuff. So you'll get elements of that in the show as well. So I'm not really sure where I'm at. I'm not really sure where I'm going. I'm just kind of picking things that I like, you know.
It's like being an actor is all about that, right?
Yeah.
Playing different parts all over your career.
Yeah.
So Black Adam, how was it to be a superhero?
So fun. It's crazy, man. It's nuts. You're on these massive sets and you're working with such like incredibly talented people that you looked up to, right? For a while and your whole career. It's just like getting a master class with those two. You're just sitting there and learning as much as you possibly can before the day is over.
And what about CGI? Because when you play on set, it's different of watching, right? How was it the first time that you watched it?
Nuts. I remember when we first sat down to watch it, the movie was, I think, 70% done with visual effects. We went and saw it at Warner Brothers in LA. And that opening shot going through the city of Kahndaq was mind-blowing because we built the city, but we built the first floor of it, like the first level of it. Like not the whole city, but like a block, like a big square block. It was a huge set. But the city looks to be like the size of Chicago or something. So, so seeing it come through, that was pretty mind-blowing. I was like, man, they really built a whole city on screen.
So, coming back to the Recruit,
Yes.
Owen, how would you describe him in a way of how you see this guy? Because I feel like he's like super unsure of what he's doing, but at the same time he's like on spot doing everything, and he's like a snap and he knows what to do. So
yeah, you know, the thing about Owen is that he is actually very smart. He's a great critical thinker, And he's got courage, you know, if anything. He's got like a lot of courage and an ability to persevere despite adversity around him. And I think that's really, really, really cool. The issue is that he lacks experience. And so he also really underestimates the danger around him. He thinks going to work at the CIA as a lawyer is going to protect him and is not going to put him into dangerous situations. And he's wrong. He's just so wrong.
He's super wrong.
He's super wrong. But he is capable, and he is, like I said, able to work and think his way out of situations. And that's really what you watch. That's the thing about Owen is he showed up to life and he didn't think that it was going to be that difficult. And not that he's not that he's incapable of working hard. He loves working hard. Actually, it's the contrary. He just didn't think he would really have to. I don't think in this way. I don't think he didn't think he had to fight for his own survival.
So congrats on our show. I hope you have a second season.
Thank you.
And I'll binge watch the whole show now. Okay?
Awesome.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
See you in next year.
Yes.
Right.
We're coming back.
Bye bye.
2 years.
Gente, o Noah é muito fofo, não é? Pois é, muito fofo, muito querido, muito simpático. Eu adorei ele. Mais uma vez, mais uma entrevista. Já tinha falado com ele sobre todos os garotos que eu amei. Ele continua sendo um dos garotos que eu amo. Se você gostou, se inscreve no canal, ativa o sininho, comenta e compartilha. Se você está vendo no Instagram, comenta e compartilha. E não deixe de me seguir. Beijos! Até a próxima!
Congratulations, you're being followed by the entire United Nations.
Is the hood really necessary?
No.
You get this under control, no matter what it takes.
Seriously? Have you ever had a panic attack?
Oh, I've been having one continuously since 2019. You get used to it.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Is there a problem?
So many.